It's funny. This truck's air cleaner. It's just kind of sitting there. Put a new filter on this one. I'm gonna do the ignition wire so I can go home. And I'm fucking starting my truck. All week. Go clean the floor. Kind of over cleaning it. Fucking sand here just doesn't stop. Update on this shit, I mean. Fucking sidestep. So, I had kept the rear fenders from the 49, the other fucking mint green Chevy truck we built here. So I didn't need the ones that came on that bed because they're all fucking crunched to shit. So, I was gonna try to straighten it to keep it. But the homie Sergio, some fool that buys and sells hot rod shit in El Paso too, he needed it. And he had this sidestep. Which is funny because this sidestep actually came off of this bed. It's from the same truck. But he had got it and he actually like straightened it a little bit. So I traded him, pretty much horse traded him for the other fender. Yeah. He brought it here, so at the end of the day, like, he ended up keeping like $5 for like gas and shit, and then we just straight trade. And it's not exactly what we need because this is gonna be a short bed, or it is a short bed, and it's probably a little bit shorter than our actual short bed because it's in the Monte frame. But anyway, that's another story. We're still gonna have to section this bitch. So I have to take out like, I don't know, like a foot maybe, because I think the fender ends up being like right here, more or less. I still gotta like put the bed on first, and then we'll find out that whenever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna have to section it so it can fit it. But badass, I have one side, just missing the other side, and it didn't really cost anything. Like I said, he wanted the fender from the other side, but it was all crunched. I think I took a video of it, but I have these from the previous truck, so rather do that because these are pretty straight compared to the other ones, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the green more or less a little bit matches. Still gonna have to give it a little rub down with green. It's a parts truck.
Se emocionó por la troca el güey.
Dijo,
Pero también porque cada rato no iba, hace rato que no vamos y somos los que le compramos más al puto. Pero sí se portó chido el güey porque
sí.
son baratas. Llegamos a Pénjamo.
here is to slam it, so I don't need no fucking biggest aluminum wheels. Off-road tires, I'm gonna sell them. I think a guy's coming to get them already and shit. Some brownies with beauty rings. Can't go wrong with that shit. Plus the radiator hose on this Beamer car, and it's a special order. They do sell the molded upper radiator hose, which is this one. I replaced that hole because this shit was broken off of it, and then this was broken in the middle, like this tube. It's like a little plastic tube with aluminum ends, and I already had a metal aluminum ends on each side, so it should be golden. The brake line's stainless anyway, so yeah. This bitch dirty. to the fucking compound. Sound unsafe. Naturally, of course. Everything has to fucking fight me. Problem here is that the engine will not go back anymore. You would think that this Cadillac has more space, but 350 just barely fucking fits. Distributor's almost about to touch, but good thing that the fucking pan and everything's clear and the motor mounts are more or less close to the frame. I have to make a fucking plate to extend the frame. Transmission tunnel barely clear, so the motor cannot move from there. Problem is that the original drive shaft is like a foot too short. So right now I'm fucking trying to sort that out in my brain. Also, another fucking big problem we're gonna have here is that we need different exhaust manifolds. These exhaust manifolds are the 70s ones. They exit through the back, but some ram horns from the early 60s, I think, or like the ones that my tow truck has, I think they go. So I had to take off the exhaust manifold to be able to clear the steering box, to be able to move the engine to where it's supposed to sit. Problem is that shit is tight. I don't even know if like some headers maybe, or ram horn style manifold, but then the other steering arm's down there, so that needs to be figured out. But mainly, first of all, before anything, the drive shaft. Yeah. Yep. So that's where we sit here. Like I said, I have to make a plate that extends the frame back or whatever the fuck to modify those mounts, so I can have them over here instead of over there. Yeah. Pretty much finished narrowing it yesterday. Still gotta finish plating and boxing it entirely, but it's basically there. Doesn't take that long, but yeah. After this, I gotta move it back and then set the Studebaker on it, and then we should start being able to make some mounts and start wiring and shit like that. I'm getting tired of looking at this thing. It needs to go home. The unit. All I had to do is remove this fucking hood hanger, which I'm happy of because I don't have to fucking take the fender off, even though it's the bitch to get the bolts from the inside of the little flange, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of room for activities. What are you doing, Surda? There's a lot of room for activities here now. I should think I can throw the engine back enough to where it's supposed to be. And this sugar can wind up over here so I can clear the manifold and all that other bullshit. Hey, shut the fuck up! One of my dogs fighting with the chickens. Anyway, it's the arts and crafts section of the motherfucker. So I gotta make this plate pattern here so it's gonna fucking box the sides and catch all the way over here to the fucking end of this here control arm tower shit. Like I said, this lip here is like welded through the inside here, and then this is an enormous fucking thick ass plate. And then, oh yeah, it's gonna just box it all around. It should be golden. It should be golden. I already finished boxing the bottom of that side. Just gotta do like 6 more. There's 6 bones. Up at the swap meet, I got these fucking original OBS 5x5s, cheapest one. And I don't want to scare them, but look, I got a whole lot of black chickens now and shit. She's one of the only black on black that I have. Uno de ellos tiene patas negras, Varios, pero un güey tiene patas güeras como la mamá. Pero otros salieron todos negros con patas. No, las mamás las tiene güeras y las miran como blancas. Pero hay unos iguales a ese, pero otros con todo negro, negro, negro. Son más de 8, pa. No.
lejos de tu bike.
Está chidota.
¿Está bien?
Hey. Y me iba a venir la pinche troca, la rat, pero todo bien mejor la moto, un chingo de motos.
No hubieras llegado parking, ¿no?
Nah. Se me dan mis chicolillas estas, ¿no? Pinches fuerzas se me...
Even the fenders.
Las bumpers que traía la Road King, esa... You need... Straight up. Coco Schmatz. Coco Schmatz.
I'd be always there. Brain, motherfucker, brain.
Just do the baker.
Monster Mobile. There's a black cat on my bike. The fool just straight up just climbed on that shit. Good thing I'm only a little stitious, because if I was superstitious, I'd be tripping. Damn, this bitch gonna take all the 10 bounds. Damn, just exactly. Man. 3 G's. She thirsty. So here the little step band. She's badass. Having a little bit of a ground issue here. Apparently the fucking ground cable's been melting onto the battery. And then this stud has been stripped. So I'm trying to spin it and it's spinning inside the battery. So some bullshit. Oh, you can see here. Spin it. You see? So the whole stud spins. The bitch is hot as fuck. It's smoking when you try to crank it. So I don't know if it melted because the starter's heavy or it melted because the ground's dirty. Could be either or. So I'm just having a bitch trying to start the hull. I'm gonna probably replace the terminal. We'll see what the fuck it does. But yeah. It's running super rich. The carburetor ain't shit, but I was able to start it. The problem here is that they put the wrong nut. This nut doesn't belong there. It's the wrong bolt pattern, so it stripped the fucking thing. And then it melted it. And it melted it because they kept trying to start it and the ground's not right on the motor. The fucking cable's dirty. But that should melt it. Look at. Anyway. Um, we're gonna put a new carburetor on it, make it run real good. And that's little battery I have laying around. I love this little thing, short as fuck. It's cute. You're fucking finicking with this here vehicle. I do see that it has an adapter plate from Chevrolet to possibly this Ford Holly. We're gonna get rid of that shit. I'm gonna go for a Ford 600 CFM 2-barrel Carter style, super reliable. Has about the same kick as one of these, with a secondary and all that shit. It's kind of extra. In my opinion, it's gonna be more reliable and a little bit more economic too. You know, I have some punch, but you know, all that. Bring on this big ass piece of iron they made here for the accelerator pedal cable, but this is kind of fucking wonky. It's all like eating up. It had a zip tie, but we're about a fucking inch short. I'm seeing here that they have it spaced with some nuts. You can see in there they have a spacer, which is pretty much almost that inch that I'm missing there and shit. And if not, I'm gonna have to fucking cut it and weld it shit again, where make it for the exact distance I need. It's not a big deal, I guess, but yeah, pretty trippy they made this whole shit. I guess this has been swapped before. Maybe it was a 6-cylinder originally, I don't know. But yeah. Been working on it last night because couldn't sleep. That should be purring. It sounds like shit right now. I think it's firing like on 6 cylinders. There, it died. So I think we have a misfire here. So crank right the fuck up. Well, I don't think it's firing on all 8. I'm gonna have to check, see if all the cylinders are firing, and then see what the drill might be. Well, I don't think it's firing on all 8. I'm gonna have to check, see if all the cylinders are firing, and then see what the drill might be. But yeah, she hung there. I ain't got no vacuum leaks or shit like that, so it's golden. Yeah. And it could just be that this one was getting so flooded It was getting so flooded that it faulted out the spark plugs. They're probably all sweated up and shit. Happens very often. So yeah, I'm gonna go on that, see, check if all firing out 8 holes and see what the dildo is. I got it to idle, but it's not accelerating properly and shit. I don't have a vacuum leak anywhere on the fucking plates or anything, so I'm thinking I gotta check the fucking cap and rotor and spark plugs. But yeah, definitely a tunable issue. It's crazy because I hardly ever see shit like this here in El Paso because we're not like in the fucking sea or whatever. But if we can, I don't know if I can get it, but these shits are all crusted the fuck up. It's not supposed to have anything on it, but I don't know if you can tell. It has like some little crusties on it, like some fucking kind of like the shit that comes out on brass when it's near like salted water. I want you to clean it, see if it fucking gets a better spark going, but yeah. Alright, so using the fucking process of elimination and the fucking scientific method, some shit like that, you're gonna, so I put the new carb and it's still running like shit, and it sounds like it's not firing on all cylinders. So the way you find out if it's firing or misfiring on the cylinders is you fucking crank it. It's running like shit, right? But it's running, and then you're gonna go plug by plug checking if it changes the idle on the motor. So you fucking pull this one, pull one of them, and this one doesn't do a change on the way the motor's running. So it means this one, and you hear it clicking, so it is firing, it has spark on it, making the cylinder fire. But you can see these fucking spark plugs are wrecked. They're like the ones that the fucking van had when they first stabbed this motor in it, I guess. They have like rust on the electrode and shit, so that's just not gonna fly. This one's wet with oil. Get the fucking son of a bitch, take these off, cause this motor was put in here a long time ago, I guess. But yeah, it's a bitch. Headers and van. But you can be left to do. Isn't too bad, I guess. Still gotta get an accelerator cable because this cable wasn't gonna work and it was fucking holding by a thread. This thing's purring. Let's just with the fucking choke right now, adjust it a little bit.